Good morning, family. Today is like August. What is today? August 6th, in 2021. And, every morning I get up and I try to have some quiet time with myself. Um, for many years I lived in a lot of dysfunction and, moving around a lot, not having a stable place to live, and just pretty much always being on the run. Um, you know, I like to have quiet time in the morning. I learned a long time ago when I was down south at a place called Faith Farm about having like a daily devotional in the morning time and giving your first fruits to God. God always requires our first fruits. Um, and so that's what I do in the morning, and I try to just want to put it out there, to other people. It's good to center yourself in the beginning of the day. You know, um, the world is a crazy place, and if you're a centered being, it's a little easier to operate. Um, so that's all. I just wanted to extend some wishes of good morning, and just going to be keeping the videos going here. And again, just urging everybody to support everybody on our side. You know what I mean? Um, keep it moving. Obviously, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in Boston right now, and I just hope that we can keep it positive. I really don't have any tolerance for negativity in my life, and that's about it. Today I'm going to be working on this channel and kind of trying to figure out where I want to go with everything. But this channel is about my story. Um, this is my channel, and I'm going to talk about my life, and I kind of want to just narrow that down. You know what I mean? I do plan on directing films from here on out, and being a writer, and really giving it a go and making a big effort to start publishing my work and learning how to do that. you know, so it's a crazy system, just like anything else. Copywriting and publishing, and being right with the kingdom of God and doing that, and not offending the church. Because to me that's important, and not because Rick Ross said so, just because it makes sense. But yeah, I just celebrating the Eucharist this year. It's been a great summer with religion, and I'm going to start to talk a lot more about mental health stuff and depression and um, mental health, pretty much. And getting away from secular mental health practices and getting back to the matters of faith that really are the cure of mental health issues. Are the tenets of faith and the Beatitudes and all kinds of corny, boring stuff that is boring because it's true and simple. And how could life be this easy? We find in life that we make things harder than they usually need to be. I'm going to be discussing a lot about the government on this channel too. That's important to me to, a big thing in my life is maintaining a fair and balanced system that's not built on malicious persecution and entrapment. And a class, a systemic racism type of mind state. I don't think that systemic racism necessarily has a color. I think that it's a mind state, a slave master's mind state of I'm better than you. And, I think that the people that facilitate that kind of system have this attitude of not gratitude, but of an animalistic nature where they have no feeling towards stepping on the necks of others to get to where they want to be or what they want to do in life. So that's a real big thing right now for me. And I want to talk about all this. I want to talk about how when I was young, I got kidnapped and sent to a prison for young kids, and we're going to talk about all these things and my experiences in the criminal justice system and interacting with people of a waspy nature and stuff like that, so I can kind of explain to people the reason why I am the way I am and the reason why I hold on to La Cosa Nostra as tightly as I do. Um, you know, I've never been associated or straightened out by a major family. It was always my intention to be independent and get the go ahead from Sicily to have my own family. I felt like being an original man, an original member of those who came over on Italia. I think that it's members only, and through my blood affiliation, I felt like I had the leeway to build my own thing. So I'm approaching 40 years old now. I feel like I had to learn the venue for what it is. I don't think that as much as I wanted to murder and kill my enemies throughout this time, um, I think that the game and the family's pretty much esoterically and metaphysically groomed me in a way that showed me I needed to be a legitimate businessman. And it was hard for me um, because I didn't have a proper education, so to speak, in an educational institution. Which if I did, early it would have I would have ended up too good, and I would have not been able to bring forth the story of why the Society of Honor exists. And that gives it turns it into just a murder machine, that's what the government wants it to be, is just a complete thing of negativity. But we can't discredit the fact of why the Black Hand exists. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really what it's about for me and my understanding going through life. Um, you know, it's obviously not a secret anymore. So, but it's also not a dead faction of humans. You know what I mean? It's not a dead society. And I'm not gonna sit here and paint La Cosa Nostra as the best thing in the world. You know what I mean? I'm sure some bosses engage in human trafficking and all kinds of crazy things that I think are disgusting. Um, like I would never do the human trafficking as a boss, even if I was doing crime. You know what I mean? I'm even iffy on drugs, and if it's dirty. You know what I mean? I don't like dirty. Um, Taking people's shit. There's a feeling of honor in that because it's more survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? To me, that's more fair. I think what people, a lot of people have gone rogue in the thing, and a lot of, like lieutenants and like, soldiers are, trying to make bones and stuff like that, doing like crazy crime, being on drugs. You know what I mean? Like, these things happen when you live a loose existence. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I was always trained to have respect for myself, and I was groomed to have respect for myself and to always carry myself like a man. Um, when I did drugs when I was younger, I was just having a good time. You know what I mean? And that's really my business. I'm human. I'm allowed to live. Um, it's crazy. I don't know how these professional athletes do it with these teams and these owners, yo, and all the, the code of conduct and all that bullshit, man. That's crazy. I don't know how y'all do it, man. Only God can judge me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't selling my soul, bro. But, Yeah, see, that's the thing is that you don't. I'm not selling my soul to the devil, You know what I mean? And that's for weak people, who are followers. I'm gonna always strive to do my own thing in life. Even if no one helps me, and it sucks because you come to the fact that like no one wants to help you in life. You know what I mean? And I think that that's a big problem in America these days. Is that's like where entitlement comes from. It's because nobody wants to help you. So now you got to be entitled, and you got to go and take. You know, it's hard for people to understand because, especially the last generation, because they grew up in a generation where they all had rights over each other. You know what I mean? They were all helping each other constantly. Nowadays it's born alone, die alone. Even with your family, it seems. So my family, I don't kill my cousins, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't kill my brothers and sisters. Like, I just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at this point, man, so many people have told, so many people have ratted. You know what I mean? Like, the government is so big. Like, you have to just be better in other ways of life. You know what I mean? The WASP nation of this like colonial, like wearing wigs and tights and crazy. It's disgusting to me. I'm a man. I'm a gladiator. Like I'm a Roman baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll break bread with the Greeks, the Spartans. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. For me, that's real still. That ancient mind, though, not the ancient spirit of the devil, like it says in the Bible, but like where you come from, man. You gotta always be conscious of that. You can't be just thinking that man dropped out of the sky to an iPhone and Facebook. You know what I mean? You gotta remember where we come from, and that's what makes technology less dangerous. You know. So, such a good morning, yo. It looks like the sun's gonna be out today. I gotta get some of my Navy SEAL training in. You know what I mean? Stay strong, stay hard. And yeah, that's really just it. But, I'm going to be checking in on a daily basis, just chopping it up with y'all, man, getting it going, and just really figuring things out about life. Everybody struggles with money, everybody struggles with the basic necessities of life, you know what I mean? I think that it's important that you always. It's hard to like sit down and be such an organized person in this fast-paced technological society. You know what I mean? I got notebooks on notebooks on notebooks, man. My whole life, like, I try to be organized. You know what I mean? But I look back over, the years of chaos in my life, from just running around in the grind and the rat race, and I look at my notes. You know what I'm saying? And I notice how they're all discombobulated and all over the place. Not because my mind is discombobulated and all over the place. I'm usually on a narrow path to get money, you know what I mean? But, I realize these things, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like different subjects all the time, all over the place, And so what I've done now is I organize my thoughts, And I really started yesterday because, you know what I'm saying? I want to organize my thoughts now from this day forth, you know what I mean, into what I'm trying to do, So, starting this YouTube channel, I organize my thoughts in this way I can capitalize on my talent, which is God given, And then I write my little Bible verses here on the next line, and it says Matthew 25:14-30, and Luke 19:12-27, parables of the talents. You know what I mean? Like, talent is talent. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to stick your head in the ground or bury your talent in the ground. What did Sonny say in Bronxdale? The worst thing you can do is waste your talent, right? Or no, Bobby D said that? Whatever, yo. Who cares? Somebody said it. It was in the movie, and it made sense. You don't got to hang on every word people say and dick ride people, yo. I'm not like that, are you? That's gay. Which it's okay to be gay, but you know what I mean? Don't claim you're a man like me, though. So I mean, this opens up things in your mind, you know. When you keep your thoughts close to God, see how I captured my thought here to organize my thoughts, and this way I can capitalize on my talent, which is God given. You know, I'm often disorganized, and this is a sin to me, for I cannot carry out good religion with my head spinning, and this is what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Also, prevents good business. This helps good business as well. In order to be prudent, I must start a YouTube channel and use it as an outlet. You know what I mean? And, you know, at first I thought I was just going to go live because I was ignorant. I didn't know things. Then I realized you need 1,000 viewers, you know what I mean, to go live. So, and, you know, then I'm starting to think as a businessman and as a G, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why would that be? And it's like, because you're using their servers, taking up your time. You could just put your device on and let it record while you're live, you know what I mean? They want people that are actually doing things, taking up the energy and the space on their servers or whatever, and they're coding, you know what I mean? Because it costs them money too, you know. So got millions and millions of people with YouTube channels, yo. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like you want that direct route on the server to hit many demographics. So that's my next thought is I get into the science, you know, and this all starts to come from just organizing my thoughts. You know what I mean? And this is what I want the people in my family to do. I want you to always have your book. You know, the fact that I'm dealing in legitimate business now, you know, I don't need to, I can write shit down. I don't need to do this. See, all this black, this is sensitive information that I don't want people to see. In essence, I should have cut it out and burned it, but I had information. It's not that sensitive, you know what I mean? But I have information on the other page behind it, you know what I'm saying? You can see the black there, so I need this information. But, you know, at the end of the day, like all the gangster shit, and like y'all like to watch people get killed. There ain't nothing new about that, you know what I mean? It's, you know, the sight of blood gets people going constantly. So, you know, nobody's being fooled here, you know. But, you know, organize your thoughts so that you can create, you know, a place what you want. You know, I'm at the point in my life where I've tried so many things. You know, I'm just at a place of like blah. You know, trying to figure out what I want to do next. You know, and it's hard because, you know, what I want to do next is not really commonly accepted by society. You know, I want to do this. You know what I mean? I want to make music. I want to write books. You know, I want to help people. You know what I mean? And it's hard. It's hard. But, you know, stay focused, man. Stay grinding. Stay hustling. You know what I mean? And just have faith, man, and pray. You know, we're going to be getting into this mental health stuff. We're going to be getting into all this stuff, you know, on this channel. And, you know, it helps me because, you know, it's like, as a man, you have a reality about life. You know, there's so many people on earth. It's like, what makes me special? And all this time that we've been being told we were special since we was kids, you know what I mean? But it's not really about that. What it's about is it's about you, and it's about your personal walk in life, you know, and putting yourself around like-minded people. You know, for me, I like hard, sharp people, acute people. You know what I mean? I want somebody that has a plan that's gonna come up to me and be like, boss, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want to do. This is how it's gonna make money. Like, can you protect me and make it happen and make a way for me? You know what I mean? That's really how it works. You know what I'm saying? So many people striving for one common goal makes a competitive nature in society, and you want to be the strongest and fittest to accomplish the goals that you need to while having fun. And that's really what engaging in commerce in America, the mind state at least, is. So we're gonna, you know, get into more of that as we go along. But my main focus is to help street guys get reacclimated into the colonial, systemically racist system, and teach y'all how to get money from it. You know what I mean? I'm poor. The government has taken everything from me, including my children and my family. Um, and they've never even caught me doing crime or anything. They've maliciously persecuted me because of my heritage, especially here in Boston. So, you know, nobody's gonna teach me a lesson. I'm the one who teaches lessons. You know what I'm saying? I don't need other people to teach me lessons. God shows me what I need to know in life. You know what I mean? Everybody walks around claiming they know God, yo. Well, let's see. If you know God, then you know that I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing in life is you can't dick ride people. You know what I'm saying? You can't put people up on a pedestal that don't belong on one. But we're gonna get into all these things as I go along on this channel, and as we recognize our human frailties and our human strengths and all of this stuff, and we try to create a more divine and holy mind and less of a human mind. I think that's really the struggle in life. You know what I mean? Is we always want to be searching for that divine mind and not the human mind, while dodging the predators and the wolves of the psychological system. You know what I mean? Like, something we're gonna talk about is you look at how like it's fascist. You know what I'm saying? And this like at least for my people in Italy, it started like this. This is why Cosa Nostra even started. It was fighting against the government for exactly these purposes, taking away the individualism of the human. You know what I mean? When you do that, you make a mass of uniform people. And you can control it, and it's a herd. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what the devil does, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the herd of sheep, and then you got a herd of cows. I'd rather be a sheep, man. You know what I mean? Because that's divine. That's a divine animal. A cow is just a cow. You know. So, the Bible talks about the fires of Molech and everything. All these things are relevant and they're culture things. So, putting my culture out there and how I grew up Sicilian. My mom raised me Sicilian. Yeah, my father was around, but he pretty much went along with it, and because he wasn't Sicilian, although he looked very Sicilian. But yeah, man, I think that it's important that we start to discuss the criminal justice system in America. It's a hard fight because you wake up in the morning and you're like, why even fucking bother, yo? I'm gonna die one day and they're just gonna do what they want anyway. But I think that's the wrong mind state, and God is inside of me, always kicking and screaming when I start feeling that way. Like, no, you gotta mush on, you gotta do this. Like, this is important for me and my kingdom. So, being a good man, doing nothing is a crime against, and so I mush on, and it takes time to grow up in life, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of us have done a lot of damage, but we don't need to stew and get beat up in that, we're allowed to continue in life, and we're allowed to build and tailor our life as we see fit in liberty, man. You know what I'm saying? We're giving these people in the criminal justice system way too much power, and we're allowing them to control us way too much, and for small infractions that they do every day, not even knowing it. You know what I mean? And they're isolating people, and that's what's wrong with paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I come from a good family, man, and it seems like I'm always being questioned about my ethics and my intentions when I'm living around the people that I've been put with, you know what I mean? And that's not how I am. You get put in with the group, and when made guys are looking better than these so-called people of high esteem in society at this point, I go like this. I'm like, thank God. Thank God. I thought we were the evil ones. you know. And then, you know, God's like, yeah, you know, you see why I give you that feeling of holding someone down and cutting their head off with a hacksaw? Yeah, because those are the devil's children, you fool. You know what I mean? That's the heart of King David in you, my friend. You know, don't you feel ashamed in that because a man told you to feel ashamed? Like, you were doing God's work, whether they believe it or not. You know what I mean? I'm not the devil, bro. But, so that's my good morning speech to y'all on my channel this morning. And, we'll do the call for the morning sun. Show y'all how gangsters live. This is how my day starts. A little religion, then the call. Don't get caught or you have to do this.
Calling AverHealth, press 1 to continue in English. Please enter your PIN followed by the pound sign. You are not scheduled to report for testing on August 6th, 2021.
So that's it. So now I can actually plan my day. Thank God I don't have a regular job, or else, you know, what if I had a pee? I'd have to call my boss and deal with that stress. For a crime I didn't even commit, just because they don't like my last name. Shocking. Yep, that, and yeah, so that's what it is, yo. Y'all have a good day, man. And I'm going to continue to keep bringing some content here. Peace and love.